Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0 for my dear audience. In this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of famous wood art or famous wood art design or famous wood art different furniture or wood art recycling ideas, wood craft, different wood craft and design. So, my dear guys, when we talk about wood art, wood carver. First of all, we talk about a wood carving. When we talk about famous wood art or famous wood design, famous wood craft. So, my dear guys, wood carving is a form of woodworking by means of cutting tools. Knife in one hand or a chisel by two hands with one hand on a chisel and one hand on a mallet, resulting in a wooden figure or figurine, or in the sculptural ornamentation of a wood object. So, my dear guys, the making of a sculpture in wood has been extremely widely practiced, but does not survive undamaged, as well as other main material like stone and bronze, as it is vulnerable to decay, insect damage, and fire. So, some of the finest extant example of early European wood carving are from the Middle Ages in Germany, Russia, Italy, and France. Especially, it is a historical position. So, some techniques which is uh, which techniques which is used for making these things. First of all, tools, a selection of wood carving hand tools, fishtail, gorgeous potting tool, straight gorgeous, spoon gorgeous, and carver mallet. It's all so wood carving with a chainsaw also making. So carving knives also is essential for making these things. So carving knife used to round a corner of a piece of wood. So V tool used to part lines and cut V-shaped channels also. So first of all we select the nature of the wood being carved limit the scope of the carver in that wood is not equally strong in all direction. It is an anisotropic material. So the direction in which wood is strongest is called grain. Grain may be straight, interlocked, wavy or feedback. So it is smart to arrange the more delicate parts of a design along the grain instead of across it. Often, however, a line of best fit is instead implied since a design may have multiple weak points in different direction. Our orientation of these along the grains would necessitate carving detail on end grain, which is considerably more difficult. So carving blanks are also sometimes assembled as with the carousel horses out of many smaller board, and in this way one can orient to different areas of a carving in the most logical way. So both for the carving process and for durability, less commonly this same principle is used in solid pieces of wood where the fork of two branches is utilized for its divergent grain, or a branch of a larger log is carved into a beak. So this was the techniques employed for traditional Welsh shepherd crocks and some Native American adze handles. So the failure to appreciate these primary rules may constantly be seen in damaged work when it will be noticed that whereas tendrils, tips of bird's beak arranged across the grain have been broken away. So similar detailed design more in harmony with the growth of wood and not too deeply undercut remain intact. Probably the two most common woods used for carving in North America are boss wood and topelo, both are hardwood that are relatively easy to work with. Chestnut, butternut, oak. Also, it can be a softwood, and we can made different things by using different chemical for making a hardwood. So American walnut and mahogany and teak are also very good woods. While for fine work, Italian walnut and sycamore maple, apple, pear, also boxes, pear box or plum are usually chosen. Decoration that is to be painted and for of no not too delicate a nature is often carved in pine, which is relatively soft and inexpensive. So wood carver being a new carving by selecting a chunk of wood, the approximate size and shape of the figure he or she wishes to create, or if the carving is to be large. Similar, several pieces of wood may be laminated together to create the required size. So the type of wood is important. So hardwood are more difficult to shape but have greater luster and longevity. So softer wood may be easier to carve, but are more prone and more prone. I say it can be a different because it can be a different characteristics. So once the sculptor has selected their woods, he or she begins a general shaping process using a different say a size. So the gauge is a curved blade that can remove large portions of wood smoothly. For harder woods, the sculptor may use gauges sharpened with stronger bevels about 35 degrees and a mallet similar to a stone carver's. So the term gauge and chisel are open also to confusion. Correctly, a gauge is a tool with a curved cross section, and a chisel is a tool with a flat cross section. However, professional carvers tend to refer to them all as chisel. Smaller sculpture may require the wood carver to use a knife, and larger pieces might require the use of a saw. No matter what wood is selected or tool used, the wood sculptor must always carve either across or with the grain of the wood, never against the grain. Once the general shape is made, the carver may use a variety of tools for creating detail. A winer or fluter can be used to make deep gouges into the surface. A V tool for making fine lines, a decorative cut. So once the fine detail have been added, so the wood carver finishes the surface. So the method chosen depend on the required quality of a surface finish. The texture left be shallow, gorgeous gives life to the carving surface, and many carvers prefer this tool finish. If a completely smooth surface is required, general smoothing can be done with tools such as rasps, which are flat bladed tools with a surface of pointed teeth, and also riflers are similar to rasps but smaller, usually double ended, and of various shapes for working in folds or crevices. The final polishing is done with abrasive different paper we can made or we can touch out, and large grain paper with a rougher surface is used first with the sculptor, then using finer grained paper that can make the surface of the sculptor slick to the touch, or for making different color we can use it, especially in wood carving or wood made things. A brown color is used a lot of. So my dear guys, my these ideas and my these or my dear guys, my dear audience, these ideas is inspirable. So my dear guys, if my idea inspired you are much, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with your affectionate love. So thank you very much guys for watching my video once again. Thank you very much.